Now on 4 News Now at 6, taking out the risk of sparking a wildfire and helping to keep the power on during a storm. How one Inland Empire power company is working to keep you safe.
And I'm tracking rain, thunderstorms, and close to triple-digit heat on the way. I'll show you what to expect where you live in your First Alert weather forecast.
And remembering Spokane's baseball Hall of Famer Ryne Sandberg, a look back at his legendary career and how Spokane is paying tribute to our hometown hero who inspired a generation of kids. You're watching 4 News Now at 6. Well, the buzz of overhead power lines may someday be nothing more than a memory. Thanks for joining us for 4 News Now at 6. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. Derek Dice is off this week. More power companies are taking action to move their lines underground. They claim it will enhance reliability and safety. Hunter Bertram is live on the West Plains for us tonight. And Hunter, you found out one of our local power companies is making a big investment in putting these power lines underground.
Kirsten, Inland Power plans to spend $41 million a year for the next decade to bring existing lines underground in hopes of being better prepared for further growth and also to prevent wildfires. On a sweltering 90-degree summer day, the mix of power lines, wind gusts, and a dead tree can spark a disastrous wildfire.
Once they're underground, you don't have to worry about squirrels getting on the lines as much. You don't have to worry about vegetation hitting lines.
Inland Power says they hope to improve safety and reliability by burying many of its power lines underground.
Yeah, we have a very extensive 10-year work plan. It is the largest work plan in Inland Power's history.
500 miles of existing lines will be buried. However, at a staggering cost that may hit the ratepayer.
We anticipate roughly 6 to 10 times the amount more expensive to underground than it is to go overhead.
Now, with new lines, they are already putting them underground, and that costs a lot less.
As nationwide, the infrastructure and the grid really isn't equipped for this massive energy boom and electricity boom that we're looking at right now.
A boom of people needing service, plans developing now to keep up.
But here in Spokane specifically, all utilities are really looking at how we can set ourselves up and our growth up for success here in Spokane.
Inland Power also tells me that consumer rates will likely go up with this big investment, but also adding into that as we see energy prices increase and inflation. Avis Utilities also told me today they're burying power lines underground as well. Live in Spokane County, Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
All right, Hunter, thank you. Well, many families are soaking up the summer heat this week, enjoying the pools or the splash pads, maybe the river or the lake, but things are changing.
Yeah, kiddie pool, anything to keep cool.
Right.
Oh, I loved my kiddie pool back in the day.
The dogs do too.
The dogs do too. It's also where they drink some water, which is kind of gross, but that's all right. Whatever gets you through the day. Good Tuesday evening, everyone. We're moving along in the week. Just a beautiful sunny skies out there for the Spokane area. 92, so the heat just keeps on coming for all of our areas. So look at this on our radar. We have more just thunder and lightning extravaganza happening down in the western part of Montana, and we have a little bit of shower activity and some thunder and lightning just to the west of Yakima. We expect more of that to come. Maybe a chance tomorrow for our areas, but a very good chance as we get to Thursday, especially Thursday evening. So current temperatures mid to lower 90s for most of our areas. Lewiston just out of the triple digits there at 99. Hot conditions throughout the inland northwest, and 24-hour change just slightly up from where we were yesterday. We're going to be pretty much on par with these temperatures tomorrow and Thursday, but then a big change is coming as we get to Friday, which oddly enough is August 1st, and that kind of cements July being quite the scintillating month. We did have a few days that were a little cooler, specifically July 4th and then 2 weeks after that, but other than that, we've been very hot and above average. Light winds continue. That is going to continue, it looks like, until we get to Thursday night into Friday as that cool front comes in, as we see a good chance of the shower activity coming. So our evening planner, what a beautiful evening we have in store. Plenty of clear skies. Overnight lows are going to start to get warmer as we're moving along. Mid-60s, that is quite warm for our overnight period. Now tomorrow we expect to see a little bit more cloud coverage. Light winds return, but then changes are going to start, and we have some advisories in the area. I'll get to all of that in my First Alert weather forecast that's coming up.
All right, thank you, Jason. More than 20 Democratic-led states, including Washington, are suing the Trump administration to stop funding cuts to Planned Parenthood. The states argue the measure is illegal. It would temporarily prohibit Medicaid reimbursement at Planned Parenthood health centers and some other providers that perform abortions. The states argue that could hurt millions of people who rely on Planned Parenthood for cancer screenings, birth control, and STI testing. The states argue the measure is unconstitutional, unfairly targets Planned Parenthood, and could especially impact women, LGBTQ+ patients, and communities of color. As of now, the White House has not commented on the lawsuit. The federal government's Make America Healthy Again Commission identified a popular weed killer as a dangerous chemical. Farmers are worried about the cost of a potential ban. Derek Strom spoke with local farmers about how this could affect your grocery bill.
Glyphosate is found in a lot of popular weed killers, including household products like Roundup, but it's also used to protect many larger crops. A report from Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s Make America Healthy Again Commission suggests glyphosate could cause cancer and be dangerous to children, but farmers in eastern Washington are prepared to fight to continue using the weed killer.
If they try and take glyphosate away, it's going to be, you'll do it from my cold, dead fingers.
Alan Schreiber has worked with the EPA and is a pesticide expert at Washington State University. He believes glyphosate is safer and cheaper for farmers than other weed killers.
Glyphosate is widely considered to be a comparatively relatively safe product. Certainly the Environmental Protection Agency, the Food and Drug Administration do not have significant concerns about this product.
Schreiber believes banning this weed killer wouldn't just make things more difficult for farmers like the ones growing wheat here in Freeman. It could also drive prices up at the grocery store for items like bread.
A food crop that would be most significantly impacted would be wheat and barley.
The Washington Association of Wheat Growers sent its Vice President Gil Crosby to Washington, D.C. just last week to talk to Congress about glyphosate.
Glyphosate is, one of the cheapest products we use and safest. We lose that, and you're spending more money on that. You might be using more input costs, so it's going to harm the industry.
Crosby says he had productive conversations with representatives in D.C., and he's waiting for the next Make America Healthy Again Commission report. In Freeman, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
A man is in the hospital following a crash at a busy intersection in Hayden. This crash happened at the intersection of Hayden Avenue and Highway 95 this morning. Idaho State Police say a logging truck was heading north when it ran a red light, slamming into a pickup truck. The 64-year-old man was taken to the hospital, and the driver of the logging truck was not hurt. ISP says the crash is still under investigation. The start of a new school year is right around the corner. We'll show you how you can get your kids' sleep schedules back on track and where you can get your hands on some free back-to-school supplies. Plus, you could soon see digital price tags at your local grocery store. Why some say it will help you save on groceries, while others say it could lead to surge pricing. That's tonight at 6:30. And how one mom turned a NICU scare into a mission to help others. And the new donation center in Spokane making it easier to give back. That's next on 4 News Now.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
4 News Now is brought to you by Silver Mountain Resort in Kellogg, Idaho.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
Ever since Emmy got a new mattress from Denver Mattress, her math scores are through the roof. And Billy, nothing but the best sleep thanks to Denver Mattress. And now he's undefeated, 228-0. And during the back-to-school sale, setting up your star student for success is simple. Buy any Denver Mattress brand mattress and get a second half off. Or get 60 months no interest and free shipping. Add superior sleep to your student supply list during the back-to-school sale only at Denver Mattress.
R&R RV has just lowered prices on every pre-owned motorhome, fifth wheel, and travel trailer in stock. We're talking jaw-dropping savings on the region's largest selection of pre-owned RVs. All pre-owned units at R&R RV are clean, certified, and never purchased at auction. Quit dreaming. Just do it. Same-day delivery available on many units. Shop pre-owned units now at R&R RV in Liberty Lake, North Spokane, and Lewiston. Or visit rnrrv.com.
It started with a drive down 8th Avenue.
Wow, what is this place?
A permanent year-round market rooted in sustainability, equity, and community. BECU stepped in with trust-based philanthropy and a commitment to the community.
Our partnership with Scale House is helping our members, it's helping our community grow, thrive, get access to food.
From arts to agriculture, Scale House Market is a place where people grow together.
I'm Chad Young from theeasyhomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With theeasyhomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no-obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
Warner Music Nashville's multi-platinum star Gabby Barrett continues to be an unstoppable force in country music and will be live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino on Thursday, August 14th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Well, many moms who struggle to produce their own breast milk rely on formula. But for babies fighting for life in the NICU, real breast milk can make all the difference. Today, a new breast milk donation center opened in Spokane, and Madeline Mullins explains how it will help moms in our area get what doctors describe as liquid gold.
Here in the NICU at Sacred Heart, 1,600 ounces of donated breast milk is used a month.
Breast milk is medicine, and so for our most fragile babies, there are just huge medical advantages to using human milk over infant formulas.
Being a recipient of donated breast milk is an experience Jen York knows all too well.
My son was a NICU baby, and it was a traumatic experience. It was really hard to learn how to pump, how to care for a newborn in the NICU. It was a really frantic time, and we really thrived because we had donor milk.
Because there is such a great need.
Just in our region, there's been a 30% increase in demand for the last couple of years.
Sacred Heart has made it easier for moms to give back. Moms like York.
When my second baby came around, I had more than enough than we needed. So really my desire to become a donor was to give back to the system and the moms that came before me.
Donors are able to drive up to the Women's Health Center and drop off their donation to a staff member. That milk is then sent off to be processed, and if it's not used here, it can be sent to hospitals and babies all across the country.
Being able to take it here, put it in the hands of the folks who are going to make sure to take care of it is just amazing because it relieves all that anxiety.
Making the process easier helps out those who want to help.
I wanted to give back because I know a lot of mothers who nurse don't have such an easy experience, or they're unable to breastfeed, and that makes me sad to think about.
And if you're interested in donating, all it takes is a quick screening and blood test, and then you're ready to drop off your donations here at Sacred Heart. In Spokane, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
Well, a heads up, if you're driving near Spokane Community College this Friday, you'll want to plan for some delays. The Washington Department of Transportation is doing some road work on the left lane of southbound Green Street, starting at 6 in the morning. It's part of prep work for the new drainage pipes and manhole covers being put in next week. Northbound traffic won't be affected, but drivers heading south should expect slower traffic. Remember to slow down through that work zone. And if you notice a red tint to the Spokane River next week, don't be alarmed. It's part of a study conducted by the Spokane County Regional Water Reclamation Facility, and it's happening next Tuesday starting at 11 in the morning. Crews will be adding red dye to the water near Spokane Community College. The dye helps specialists see how treated water from the facility mixes into the river and how it interacts with the aquifer. The bright red color will be most visible around North Havana Street and East Upriver Drive, and you may be seeing it for about half a mile downstream.
That is a great heads up. Well, good Tuesday evening, everyone. More heat and more sun. We've been seeing it all this week, but we have showers in the forecast and cooler temperatures. Let me get you ready for all that. That's my first alert weather forecast coming up next on 4 News Now at 6.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Jacobs Custom Living.
The Pacific Northwest Food and Wine Festival is coming to Spokane. Join us for a weekend of culinary delights, all built around food and wine. Tickets can be purchased via the Experiences tab on the Davenport Hotels Collections website. The festival is brought to you by these sponsors.
Grab your sunscreen. Free Swim Fridays are back every Friday in June, July, and August at City of Spokane Valley Pools. Families swim free thanks to Numerica Credit Union and Spokane Parks Foundation.
Some of the best summer memories happen by the pool. Numerica is excited for families to soak up the sun without worrying about the cost.
Every Friday at all 3 Spokane Valley Pool locations, kids and adults can swim for free at open swim sessions.
I did it!
We'll see you there.
With LeafGuard, the magic happens on the inside. It's the only one-piece seamless rainwater management system with a clog-free guarantee. LeafGuard, get it today, protect it for life. LeafGuard is proud to be a Great Day Improvements brand. And with your LeafGuard purchase, receive 10% off any of our products, like new windows or doors. Don't deal with those old gutters any longer. Call LeafGuard now for these savings. It's our summer sizzler sales, 75% off installation of a complete LeafGuard system. Receive a $200 Visa gift card with your purchase. Call during this program and we'll double your free gift from a $50 to $100 Darden Restaurants gift card with your in-home estimate. The first 50 homeowners who call now will receive a vacation voucher with the purchase of a complete LeafGuard system used for a condo, hotel stay, or a cruise. Here in Spokane, call 1-800-801-7182.
The Pacific Northwest Food and Wine Festival is coming to Spokane. Join us for a weekend of culinary delights, all built around food and wine. Tickets can be purchased via the Experiences tab on the Davenport Hotels Collections website. The festival is brought to you by these sponsors.
The last time Mario Cantone came to GMA, and just like that, Mario is back.
What took you so long?
So what could happen this time?
I knew I was going to go off the rails.
Tomorrow on Good Morning America.
So some breaking news just into the newsroom now. A tsunami warning is now in effect for the Washington, Oregon, Hawaii, and Alaska coastline. That's because of a powerful 8.7. Some reports are saying earthquake off the coast of Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula. The first tsunami wave is forecast to reach Hawaii just after 7:15 local time. This is still developing. We are going to update you just as soon as we learn more. Jason Valentine is joining me now. You heard about this through the National Weather Service as well.
Yeah, so scary situation, but this does happen quite often. But 8.7 is a pretty significant earthquake. So again, as we said, we're going to keep an eye on it. We're also keeping an eye on how hot it has been. My goodness. And the heat just continues to come throughout our areas. And we're going to be seeing more heat tomorrow. So good Tuesday evening. 94 right now in Coeur d'Alene, 92 in Spokane. So do get ready for more of that heat as we head into tomorrow and Thursday, but we do have some changes on the way. So another hot one today. Isolated showers possible tomorrow and Thursday. Widespread rain Thursday night into Friday is looking good so far. Winds holding steady at light. So what is going on? So this weather setup, it's continuing to bring in the moisture kind of right to the southeast of all of our areas. It's been pumping in thunderstorm after thunderstorm into the middle to lower southern part of Idaho to pretty much all of Montana. That is going to switch as we get into tomorrow and especially Thursday and Friday. It's going to become a south to north system, bringing in more shower activity possibilities finally for the Spokane Coeur d'Alene area and many of our cities. So looking at the radar right now, you can see that Montana is being besieged yet again. We are seeing a small little system over just to the west of Yakima, that is starting to blaze there, and there's going to be more thunder and lightning going on in the middle part of the state as we head into tomorrow. So overnight tonight, looking pretty calm for most of our areas. Then as we head into tomorrow afternoon, you can see some disturbances in the middle part of the state. We also have a fire weather watch that is good for just to the west of Ellensburg in the Cascades due to dry lightning. So a little bit of shower activity coming in Wednesday, and as we get into our Thursday night, here's where we're going to get some serious action into our areas. And you see these heavy cells, that is heavy rain and a good chance of seeing some thunder showers. So we're going to keep a very close eye on that. That'll dissipate, but looks like it's going to come in and out on our Friday. Also, temperatures staying hot right where we have been today, tomorrow, and Thursday. But then that drop as that cool front comes in, not really cooling things off too much, right around our average, but still 86 for Friday, Saturday, and then cooling off into the weekend. So cooler temperatures are on the way. Heat advisory for our friends in the Tri-Cities in that area. It's going to start tomorrow at noon through Thursday at 11 p.m. So a little bit hotter down there. They're going to probably breach the triple digits tomorrow or Thursday. So current temperatures, we're looking mid to lower 90s for much of the Inland Empire. Our hot spot's been Lewiston. They were at triple digits just an hour ago. Current winds, they are mostly light. They're going to be staying that way, though a bit of push could happen as we see that cold front come through Thursday into Friday with those showers. Also, the area of smoke pushed out a little bit more to the east, more into the central part of Montana. Good news there for us. All right, we're staying in those mid-90s. Again, shower activity, especially late Thursday into Friday, and then we'll be looking at cooler temperatures and nicer conditions for the weekend. So for the short term, the heat is on. For the long term, get ready for some showers.
Thank you, Jason. Well, it may not feel like it, but there are only a handful of weeks before the start of the school year. And if your kid's sleep schedule is a bit off track, doctors say you'll want to get them back into a routine soon. Experts say the best way to do that is to walk back bedtime gradually.
Moving the bedtime up 15 minutes every night for 1 to 2 weeks until they're going to bed at the time that they'll be going to bed during the school year is one way to get them back on a normal sleep schedule.
Dr. Caroline Weingart with Nationwide Children's Hospital says to make sure all phones and other devices are put away, ideally at least an hour before bed. And she also says you should focus on what time they wake up. Have them start getting out of bed at the same time they'll need to for school. While she says it's okay to sleep in a little on the weekends, keep their wake up time within an hour of when they get out of bed during the week.
So if they normally get up at 6:30 during the school week, get them up by about 7:30 on the weekend if possible, just to make it a little bit easier come Sunday night when it's time for them to go to bed.
Dr. Weingart says try to keep your kids from taking naps during the day if you can. And if they need one, she says to make sure it's no more than 20 minutes a day. Speaking of back to school, there are multiple events happening this week to make sure that your child is set up for success this school year without breaking the bank. This Saturday, Verizon will be giving away backpacks stuffed with school supplies. Families can stop by the store at the corner of East Mission Avenue and North Hamilton Street from 10 until noon. You'll want to get there early because supplies are limited and there is a limit to 1 backpack per student. Also on Saturday, SNAP will be holding its Resource Carnival at Mission Park. You and your family can enjoy free food, face painting, games, and you can get your hands on some back to school essentials. The fun kicks off at 11 o'clock. For more information on either of these events, head to KXLY.com. Still ahead, if you are looking to upgrade your refrigerator or dryer, why experts say the most expensive appliances aren't always worth it in the long run. That's still ahead. Plus, a deadly shooting inside a Manhattan office tower. What police found in the gunman's pocket that could explain why he opened fire. That's next here on 4 News Now at 6.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Summit Cancer Center.
At Fred Meyer, you never compromise. You get up high quality that's guaranteed fresh and down low prices on over 1,000 items. With quality and savings that add up, Fred Meyer shoppers never compromise. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Looking to earn more on your savings without locking it in a CD? With P1FCU's new bump rate, you can earn up to an extra 2.04% APY on your money market just by using your Ascend checking account. Plus, qualifying Ascend checking accounts earn 3.5% APY on balances up to $15,000. Get more flexibility, better returns, and smarter savings. Visit p1fcu.org/bump. P1FCU, your community, your credit union.
So what do you think about these? We like this one.
Yeah, we love that.
When it's time for an update or complete remodel, Rebath is with you every step of the way.
We're going to take everything down to the
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs.
Honey, you were right. Turned out.
Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $750 off your tub or shower remodel.
One day, maybe these were your people, or these. But maybe one day you noticed fewer people, which can feel different, but good, because now, older, we decide what our people means, how we spend time, even who they are. Like us, our people are their own people, and our connections keep us active, sharper, and happier. Find ways to connect with people of all ages at findyourpeoplewa.org.
Figuring out how to best care for a senior in your family can be overwhelming. That's why several Spokane senior living communities have joined forces to bring you helpful, timely videos at kxly.com/seniorliving. Get expert advice, find trusted resources, and prepare your family for the future. Become informed because we know the needs of your loved ones will continue to change. Visit kxly.com/seniorliving today for helpful information and for people you can contact with your questions.
At Fred Meyer, you never compromise. You get up high quality that's guaranteed fresh and down low prices on over 1,000 items. With quality and savings that add up, Fred Meyer shoppers never compromise. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Around the nation tonight, NYPD detectives are trying to figure out why a man opened fire inside a busy office building in Manhattan. The shooter killed 4 people before taking his own life. ABC's Ashan Singh has the latest on the investigation.
This note, written on a folded piece of paper, police say was found in the pocket of the gunman behind the deadly shooting inside an office building in the heart of New York City. The note, now evidence in the investigation. Police confirming the gunman was 27-year-old Shane Devon Tamura of Las Vegas, who walked in the building on Park Avenue around 6:30 Monday night, armed with an M4 assault-style rifle and wearing body armor. Investigators say he killed 4 people and badly injured a 5th before taking his own life. Video showing a frenzy in the aftermath. Inside, people hiding and barricading doors. The building is home to the National Football League, as well as Blackstone and KPMG.
People inside the building were saying that they heard someone, they thought someone fell down the stairs, and then they realized it wasn't just stairs, there was someone shooting a gun.
Among the victims, 36-year-old NYPD officer Didraul Islam. He was working off-duty security when he was shot.
He was doing the job that we asked him to do. He put himself in harm's way. He made the ultimate sacrifice. Shot in cold blood.
Also killed Blackstone executive Wesley LePatner and Alan Etienne, a security officer at the building. Sources identify a 4th civilian, Julia Hyman, who was also killed. Rubin Management confirming she was an employee there. The note saying, "I'm sorry and study my brain," also referencing CTE, a chronic brain injury known for affecting football players. CTE can only definitely be diagnosed during an autopsy. While Tamura played football in high school, there is no known connection between him and the NFL. Authorities also searched Tamura's car, where they found a revolver, 2 cell phones, medication, and ammunition. Law enforcement sources saying in June at a gun show in Las Vegas, someone called in a tip saying that the shooter had purchased a large amount of ammunition and an aftermarket trigger. In New York, I'm Ashan Singh, ABC News.
Around the world tonight, nearly $10 million worth of birth control purchased with U.S. taxpayer money might be destroyed instead of being sent to women overseas. The contraception is housed in a Belgium warehouse, and most items don't expire for another 2 or 3 years. The State Department says the preliminary plan is to incinerate the birth control as a result of the dismantling of USAID. Officials say it will cost $167,000 to destroy the supplies, which include copper IUDs and birth control injections. The U.S. government previously turned down an offer from an organization to pay for the shipping and repackaging of the items. Still ahead, new work rules for SNAP could mean fewer shoppers at your local grocery store. How those new rules could hurt entire communities coming up. Plus, shopping for a new fridge or washer? Why experts say you might face fewer choices, but could still save big if you know how to ask.
Line drive, great play by Sandberg.
And remembering an MLB in Spokane legend, why one of his friends called him the ultimate professional. Next on 4 News Now at 6:30.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
The selection and savings have never been better at Finley Downtown Toyota. Whether you're camping out in a new RAV4 or pulling a boat with a Toyota Tundra truck, Finley is launching the most aggressive deals of this summer with incredible financing options and hot lease specials.
And if you need extra money for your trade-in, we're giving $1,000 over Kelley Blue Book for every trade-in.
You can find it all this week at Finley.
Finley Toyota's downtown.
Summer's heating up, but your home doesn't have to. During Mainstream's No Sweat Summer Sales event, it's easier than ever to upgrade your comfort with the best financing offer of the year. For a limited time, enjoy 6 months, no payments, no interest on new AC systems. Stay cool, save big, worry less. Call Mainstream today or visit mainstreamhomeservices.com to take advantage of this amazing offer. Cooler air is just a click or call away. Don't sweat it. Mainstream has you covered.
When you get injured in a car accident, you're going to have to fight with a big insurance company
who make huge profits by paying out small settlements.
That's when you call Russell and Hill.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
The Scale House market is unique because Spokane didn't have some kind of a permanent structure for a farmer's market.
I want to see as many community members as we possibly can out here enjoying all of the different vendors and farmers and food producers.
Our members are other community members, the families that will be eating here. All of it is vital to how we make partnerships.
I am most excited to bring our famous whole milk to the Scale House market. What I hope that people attending the Scale House market will gain is that agriculture is central to this region.
During the back-to-school sale at Furniture Row, every sofa, dining group, and bed is on sale. So outfitting your off-campus studio or secluded study nook is elementary. Find high-end sofas at unbelievable prices and laid-back sectionals with modern lines. Contemporary counter-height dining to versatile minimalist functionality. Affordable beds in planked chestnut and timeless warm brown elegance. Buy one, get 50% off the second with our Denver mattress lineup, or score 60 months, no interest. The back-to-school sale on now at Furniture Row.
I hope for people that choose to watch my forecast on Good Morning Northwest is as you're making your plans for the day, you know what's coming up for your day and how to plan it, and that you have a little bit of fun on the way.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest. Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Bramwell hitting for right field. Hey, what a play! He's out!
The entire baseball community is mourning and celebrating the life of Spokane's own Ryne Sandberg. The North Central alum and Chicago Cubs legend passed away yesterday after battling prostate cancer. He was just 65 years old. Sandberg was one of the 3 pro athletes during the 80s that put Spokane sports on the map. Alexandra Cohen-Yarts is live at Sandberg Field at North Central High School. And Alexandra, that's where it all started for Sandberg.
It is, Kirsten, and he was a star from the start. While at North Central, Ryan played baseball, basketball, and football. He was so good that I'm told he could have gone pro at any of the 3, but a draft pick from the Phillies made baseball the ultimate winner. Those who had the honor to see him play say it was the grace and style he had out there that made him stand out.
This is how many will remember Ryne Sandberg, launching baseballs over the Wrigley Field ivy, giving fans majestic home runs and unforgettable plays at second base. But for our community, he was a hometown hero.
I think when people will look back on his career, they're going to see the ultimate professional, if you will.
Bud Namick is a former KXLY sports broadcaster. He knew Sandberg both professionally and personally. describing him as a reluctant superstar.
Because he didn't like to talk about himself. He didn't want the focus to be on him.
His focus was rather on the game, which he played exceptionally well. Some even saying he redefined the second base position.
And not many could do things as well as he did them.
Sandberg battled prostate cancer for a year and a half. His family posted on Instagram yesterday that he passed surrounded by loved ones. The Hall of Famer won 9 Golden Gloves in his career and was named an All-Star 10 times. But despite how decorated he got, he always remained hardworking and humble.
He was a guy who didn't want to be flashy, but wanted to get the job done. If you've been around baseball, you could see the little things that he could do and just the ability that he had and the way he impacted the game at a higher level than a lot of players did.
Ryne Sandberg put our city on the national stage. He inspired so many young athletes here in Spokane and across the nation, leaving behind an unforgettable legacy. For now, reporting live, Alexandra Cohen-Yards, sending it back to you.
Changed a lot of lives here. Thank you, Alexandra. And to honor Sandberg, Spokane Mayor Lisa Brown has ordered flags be flown at half-staff until Thursday morning. The mayor writing in part, quote, "Ryan was a hometown hero whose impact reached far beyond Spokane. He left a lasting mark on baseball and all those who knew him." Eastern Washington U.S. Representative Michael Baumgardner also releasing a statement, writing in part, "From the ball fields of North Central High School to the ivy-covered walls of Wrigley Field, Sandberg brought class, consistency, and quiet excellence to the game of baseball. His legacy will live on in the countless young athletes he inspired, proof that you can go from Spokane to Cooperstown with grit, discipline, and heart." And with that, let's send it over to Jason Valentine with your First Alert forecast.
And Kirsten, I grew up in the 80s, and it was a joy to watch Ryne Sandberg play baseball for the Cubs on WGN, the old channel on cable. It was just fantastic. So to his fans, what a great loss. All right, 92 right now in the Spokane region. We have, again, more heat on the way. It is going to be continuing, at least for the next 2 days. 99 right now, a hot spot in Lewiston. They got to the triple digits, really the only city in our region that did. We're sticking around mid to lower 90s as we're heading into the evening. A little bit of a change in the last 24 hours. We do expect to see kind of on par with what we're seeing today, so not much of a change heading into tomorrow. On the radar, you can see another wave of just lightning palooza going through Montana and a little bit of shower activity going on just to the west of Yakima. This is kind of a precursor for some shower activity going to the mountains tomorrow, but then some of our areas are going to see more shower activity coming Thursday night into Friday. Current winds light. They're going to be staying light, maybe picking up Thursday into Friday. And our overnight planner, we are looking very nice, mostly clear skies. Overnight lows, though, are getting to be around the mid-60s. That's pretty toasty for your overnight period. We're going to see a little bit more cloud coverage tomorrow. And again, showers to thunder showers are definitely in the forecast for Spokane, Coeur d'Alene. Let me get you and your family prepared for that. My First Alert weather forecast coming up.
Thank you, Jason. Major cuts are on the way for the largest anti-hunger program in America, also known as SNAP. These massive cuts were a part of President Donald Trump's spending bill he signed into law earlier this month. CNN's Ivan Rodriguez explains what this could mean for families and local economies across the U.S.
SNAP, formerly known as food stamps, provides assistance to more than 42 million people. Grocers and economists say cuts to SNAP won't only jeopardize the benefits of millions, but it could also take away an economic anchor for grocery stores and communities, particularly in rural areas. For the last 86 years, SNAP has helped millions of low-income families buy nutritious food.
It fills a crucial food gap for the most vulnerable people in our country.
James Ziliak is the director of the Center for Poverty Research. He says SNAP has served as an economic driver for local grocery stores and communities. In 2023, SNAP accounted for $124 billion in sales at 262,000 retailers, half of which were at superstores such as Walmart, while a quarter went to supermarkets. If recipients no longer have access to SNAP, it could lead to an economic hit for some communities.
That's going to reduce spending at those local stores and therefore could create some economic hardship and even in the most extreme case, potential closures of those markets.
House Republicans say the new law will restore integrity to the program and benefit grocers by pushing more people to work. New work requirements expand to parents with children older than 13 and people ages 55 to 64. But studies show work requirements for SNAP do not increase employment.
People don't jump into the labor force in big droves when they get confronted with work requirements. But what they do tend to do is drop out of the program altogether. They're going to become more reliant on food pantries or churches or other charitable organizations to provide assistance.
A study earlier this year by the nonprofit research group Commonwealth Fund estimated that cuts to SNAP could result in the loss of 143,000 food-related jobs in agriculture, retail, grocery, and food processing. SNAP recipients receive on average about $6.16 a day, according to the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities. In Atlanta, I'm Ivan Rodriguez.
Well, get ready to pay more for bathroom and laundry supplies. That is because manufacturing giant Procter & Gamble announced it is raising prices. Procter & Gamble are the makers of well-known brands like Tide, Febreze, and Bounty. The company says because of the Trump administration's tariffs, a quarter of its items will see increases in the single digits. P&G also says it will try and offset some of the cost by changing sources of productivity, but consumers will have to pick up some of the cost. Soon you might be able to see prices change in real time thanks to digital pricing. It's already being used at some stores in Europe. Walmart has already installed the tags in over 400 stores and plans to install them in thousands of other stores over the next year. While they seem cool, some worry it could lead to surge pricing.
Like charging more for ice cream when it's a hot day or for an umbrella when it's a rainy day.
Now, companies say the tags help cut back on time-consuming labor. Walmart says it used to take 2 full days to update prices across the store. With these digital tags, it takes just minutes.
Sometimes a lot of these folks are only working 20, 25 hours a week. This is a heavy, labor-intensive job.
In a recent study, researchers found virtually no surge pricing after electronic labels were installed, finding the labels actually increased the likelihood of consumers getting discounts. But skepticism remains. Maine and Rhode Island have introduced bills to limit the use of digital labels. In Arizona, a state lawmaker introduced a bill to ban digital tags entirely. Well, the Spokane Indians have a few new and some returning faces as they push through the second half of their schedule.
Now, one of these names, pretty familiar, G.J. Hill, helping Spokane greatly to defending their Northwest League title that he helped them win. Take a listen how he's feeling in his return to the Inland Northwest, coming right up after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Prime Source Credit Union.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
Have you heard about the amazing happy hour vibe at all your favorite Eat Good Group restaurants in Spokane, Post Falls, and Coeur d'Alene? Spokane's best.
Hold it. I'm Adam Hexted, chef owner of Eat Good Group. We have amazing $5 and $6 plate and drink specials every single day. But on top of that, we have rotating drinks, rotating food specials. You have to come in because we have the best happy hour in the Northwest. You won't be disappointed.
R&R RV has just lowered prices on every pre-owned motorhome, fifth wheel, and travel trailer in stock. We're talking jaw-dropping savings on the region's largest selection of pre-owned RVs. All pre-owned units at R&R RV are clean, certified, and never purchased at auction. Quit dreaming. Just do it. Same-day delivery available on many units. Shop pre-owned units now at R&R RV in Liberty Lake, North Spokane, and Lewiston. Or visit rnrrv.com.
I always go the crass route.
New Wednesday. Match game is always proper.
How about we get together and make some crotch cozies?
Refined.
I am a lady, so I said crap.
So rarely do you have this kind of elegance in a game show.
And classy as blank.
I pride myself on wordplay and fart jokes.
Someone's getting a lot of points.
Just like its host, Martin Short. An all-new Match Game. Wednesday on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Warner Music Nashville's multi-platinum star Gabby Barrett continues to be an unstoppable force in country music and will be live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino on Thursday, August 14th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Can Matt Damon take his feud with Jimmy
Thank you so much. You are making him so miserable right now.
all the way to the top?
Let's play millionaire for $1 million.
The Emmy-nominated Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? New Wednesday on ABC.
Relax with the Summer of Me.
Oh, isn't this wonderful?
Watch The Summer of Me over the air on MeTV 4.2.
Well, just like most of the minor league rosters, the Spokane Indians is changing and shifting all the time over the season. And they just added a few new names to the roster over the past couple weeks, and one of a few Spokane fans might know pretty well. Among those new players include returner G.J. Hill, 2024 ninth-round pick Tommy Hopfe, and flamethrower pitcher Everett Catlett. Now, Hill was a major part of the Indians' Northwest League title-winning run last season, got called up to Double-A Hartford, but then recently sent him back to Spokane. Hill spoke well in his return on the Inland Northwest and what to make of his opportunities here again.
Yeah, well, I enjoyed every second of my time here last year, so finding out I got to come back and spend a little more time here, I was just really excited to get back. It's definitely a great group, you know, a few returners from last year as well, but, you know, everyone's really nice and seems to, you know, get along really well.
You can hear from both Hopfe and Catlett on 4 News Now at 11. We got plenty more from them. Plus, watch the Indians highlights from tonight's game, too. We'll have it all then. Now back up to the majors. We have a new name amongst the big leaguers. It's former Gonzaga standout Troy Johnston to the Miami Marlins. The outfielder batted over .250 with 12 home runs with the AAA Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp this season. Johnston was an All-WCC first-team selection his junior year before the Marlins picked him up in the 2019 MLB Draft. And at last, the 2025 Maui Invitational bracket is revealed. With the Washington State Cougars, men's basketball team will compete within a pretty intriguing field here. The Cougs will face the yearly hosts in Hawaii, the Chaminade Silver Swords, in their first ever matchup. That game airing at 6 p.m. Pacific Time, November 24th on ESPNU, the Feast Week games. The winner will play the winner of Arizona State and Texas, November 25th at 5 o'clock. And then if the Cougs make it, championship game on the 26th. We still don't know the time quite yet. And in more scheduling news, the Idaho Vandals added a very unusual marquee matchup to their non-conference schedule with a date at the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Their first ever matchup is set for December 10th in South Bend, Indiana. And how about this? The Vandals are hosting a donation raffle right now for 2 winners to receive free airfare, free lodging, and, yes, free tickets in the visiting team section for the game. Notre Dame, and I had to take a while to research this, Notre Dame is the first non-Western power program school Idaho has played in the regular season since Oklahoma in 2013. So a lot of pages going back to find that one. And now I'm not saying the sports department needs to have a schedule all the way out to travel to Notre Dame in December, but man, it'd be just so much fun. It'd be a great time, and Notre Dame is a great place to watch a game. Pretty fun for Vandals fans.
Go Vandals. I want to see it. At least, yeah, we at least need to get some clips of that, Jason.
And the weather's going to be a little different than it is today for that game. Plenty of sunshine, plenty of heat. It continues. But if you're tired of this, we have changes that's going to help change your mind. That is coming up in my First Alert weather forecast. That is next on 4 News Now at 6.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
The Pacific Northwest Food and Wine Festival is coming to Spokane. Join us for a weekend of culinary delights, all built around food and wine. Tickets can be purchased via the Experiences tab on the Davenport Hotel's Collections website. The festival is brought to you by these sponsors.
Do you like this one? I think this is my favorite. Okay, hon, what do you think of this one?
When it's time for an update or complete remodel, Rebath is with you every step of the way.
Wow, is this going to be ready in time for the baby?
Absolutely. From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $750 off your tub or shower remodel.
With Leaf Guard's exclusive Big Mouth, the larger opening drains water away from your home fast. And our fascia wrap provides an extra layer of protection and beauty. And remember, Leaf Guard's attached to the fascia using screws, not nails. We guarantee it's not coming down. Remember, Leaf Guard has earned the Good Housekeeping seal 20 years in a row. If you're tired of dealing with those old gutters, pick up the phone and call Leaf Guard now. It's our summer sizzler sale, 75% off installation of a complete Leaf Guard system. Receive a $200 Visa gift card with purchase. Call during this program and double your gift to a free $100 Darden Restaurants gift card with estimate. Last chance in this program to call. The first 50 homeowners who call now will receive a vacation voucher with purchase of a complete Leaf Guard system. Use it for a condo, hotel stay, or a cruise. Here in Spokane, call 1-800-801-7182.
Visit Mission Park on Saturday, August 2nd for the SNAP Resource Carnival in collaboration with Community Health Plan of Washington. Everything is free. Face painting, games, cotton candy, lunch, and more. Gear up for the new school year, and while supplies last, grab free school supplies or back-to-school outfit. Learn about SNAP programs, including energy assistance and how to save on your power bill each month through Avista's My Energy Discount Washington. The free SNAP Resource Carnival at Mission Park Saturday, August 2nd. See you there.
The Pacific Northwest Food and Wine Festival is coming to Spokane. Join us for a weekend of culinary delights, all built around food and wine. Tickets can be purchased via the Experiences tab on the Davenport Hotel's Collections website. The festival is brought to you by these sponsors.
4 News Now is brought to you by Jacobs Custom Living.
It felt like the 90s today when I was outside.
What, was some Smash Mouth playing?
Yeah, seriously. It really did.
It did. No, you step outside, you hit that wall of heat, and it's going to continue for the next couple of days. But changes on the way. We'll get back to the 80s, so some more Wham!
Nice.
As we get to the weekend. Is that all right?
I'm into it.
All right, 94 for Coeur d'Alene right now. Plenty of sunshine, getting a hint of cloud coverage in the Spokane area. But we are at this time of day, it shouldn't be in the 90s, but we're going to cool down pretty swiftly. But another hot one. We have another hot one tomorrow. But isolated showers are possible for some of our cities Wednesday and Thursday. But widespread rain is expected Thursday into early Friday and maybe even off and on Friday. So a lot going on. Winds holding steady at light. So what's going on? We have this moisture track coming in from the south, but it's been diverted over into the east, and it's just missing our regions. And we've been seeing it every night. Just again, like I said earlier today, thunder and lightning palooza going on in Montana and the southern part of Idaho. And we're even seeing a little bit in the northern part. Barnes Ferry and Sandpoint saw it over the weekend. But it's going to be switching as we get to Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's going to be coming in from the south through pretty much the entirety of the state of Washington and the panhandle of Idaho. So we should be seeing some shower activity. So there is that lightning insanity going on in Montana. We also have some little bits of showers going on just to the west of Yakima, and that's going to continue into tomorrow. Kind of a sneak preview of what's going to be happening. So on our forecast radar, overnight into tomorrow morning, looking lovely. That is going to continue. Then as we head into the afternoon, we're going to start to see some showers and some lightning start to form along the Cascades. We have a fire weather watch going on just to the west of Ellensburg in the Cascades from 1 to 9 tomorrow. Then we're going to be seeing, again, some scattered showers early on Thursday. But as we get to the evening hours, that's when it's all going to be coming together. Very good chance of it. And you see these red splotches. Those are heavy cells, which should have heavy rain and, again, some thunder and lightning. Could be extreme. So we're keeping a close eye on that. Again, this is just our forecast radar, but the chances are looking good as we're getting close. So high temperature trend next 2 days. Tomorrow, Thursday, 95. Then we're right around our average for Friday and Saturday as that cool front bringing in those possible showers are definitely cooling things down. Also, heat advisory for the Tri-Cities region. They expect temperatures between 96 and 101 for the next 2 days, starting tomorrow afternoon till Thursday evening. Current temperatures mid to lower 90s for much of our areas. Lewiston, our only spot that hit triple digits today. That was about 2 hours ago. Winds, not really a factor. They don't expect to be a factor tomorrow, but winds will be picking up into our weekend, and smoke kind of being held at bay. So very good news as we're heading into midweek tomorrow. 7-day forecast, mid-90s Wednesday and Thursday. Could see, again, an isolated shower or two tomorrow or Thursday during the day, but best chance for Spokane, Coeur d'Alene overnight Thursday into Friday. Then cooling down for the weekend. Should be a nice, pleasant weekend ahead. Just get ready for more heat, Kirsten, tomorrow.
All right, that sounds good. And hey now, you're an all-star. It's from our producer, Steven. Had nothing to do with it. If you're in the market for a large appliance like a stovetop or a fridge, it might be more difficult to find the one you actually want than it was before. That's because manufacturers are releasing fewer models. There are supply chain delays and a stagnant price at big box stores. ABC's Rena Roy has the details on how to buy a reliable appliance at a reasonable price.
Consumers shopping for large appliances are facing an uncertain market.
The good news for consumers is we haven't seen the sort of widespread massive price increases that a lot of people are worried about. But what we have started to see, according to our market analysts, are sort of a slimming of selection. So manufacturers that might have released a whole bunch of appliances a year or two ago might only have a few new models, if any, this year.
While researching which brand and model to buy, it's important to consider longevity and reliability in addition to performance.
The number one thing you want to consider when you're shopping for a large appliance is the reliability and whether it's going to last for the long haul.
When deciding where to shop, try an independent store.
In our surveys, members tend to really like those smaller independent stores for the level of customer service they get. They tend to be really good at things like helping you find a refrigerator that might fit a custom space or alerting you as soon as a range comes back into stock.
To save money, try bargaining. According to Consumer Reports, about 2/3 of those who sought a discount on their major appliance were successful, saving a median of $123.
A lot of people are surprised to learn that you can haggle when you're shopping for a large appliance, even if you're shopping at a big box retailer that appears to have set pricing at a corporate level. Most of the major retailers in particular will always match, if not beat, prices from another retailer. It never hurts to ask.
And keep in mind that the most expensive appliances aren't always the best performers.
Dishwashers, for example, some of the most expensive models might be upwards of $3,000, but a huge number of our top performing models are actually $1,000 or less, which is great news for consumers.
Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Well, before we go to break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Crafted here, built to last. Solid American craftsmanship, made for your home, made for life. Now for a limited time, save 30% on all American-made furniture, only at the Tin Roof.
What can we make for you today from the Sweet Palace in Phillipsburg, Montana?
With heat like this, air conditioning's a necessity. Bill's Heating and AC can get you the relief you want with the urgency you need. We offer free same-day estimates and next-day installation. Plus, all our new equipment comes with a low price guarantee. So call Bill's Heating and AC today and take advantage of our 0% for 5 years promotional financing.
Your garage door is more than just an entry point. It's also an escape route. That is why our highly trained technicians handle every job with unmatched professionalism. From broken springs to noisy rollers, we'll get your door running smoothly, securely, and fast. Precision Garage Door Service. Fast, reliable, and friendly.
Watch KXLY Plus over the air on KXLY ABC4. Live updates, breaking news, weather every 10 minutes from the 4 News Now team. Get up to date on the information you need in just an hour. Weekdays at 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. over the air on KXLY ABC4.
Crafted here, built to last. Solid American craftsmanship, made for your home, made for life. Now for a limited time, save 30% on all American-made furniture, only at the Tin Roof.
The joke that got massively out of hand.
We're here to rescue the aliens!
They said they were going to storm Area 51. So what happened when they tried to invade the military base? Next, Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
4 News Now is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Nissan.
All right, coming up tonight on Nightside, a tsunami watch issued for the West Coast after a major earthquake struck near Russia and Japan. We will have the very latest for you tonight at 11.
And I'll have an update on your forecast, but for tomorrow, getting you ready for your Wednesday, highs in the mid-90s. Going to be hot, showers likely as we get into Thursday and Friday.
All right, thanks so much for joining us for 4 News Now at 6.